A voice for everyone. KSHB 41 News starts right now.
Well, the Royals are bringing October baseball back to Kansas City for the first time in a decade. We're breaking down all the excitement as the Royals advance to the American League Divisional Series.
Southwest Boulevard could be going on a diet. I'll explain what it means and when the city will make that decision.
U.S. Representative Sharice Davids recently announced a bill that local Kansas farmers say would not only help them, but also customers in the grocery store. We'll have that story coming up.
Thanks for watching KSHB 41 News Midday. I'm Daniela Leon. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but first, let's get a check of your forecast with meteorologist Cassie Wilson.
Oh, Daniela, we've been holding on to those beautiful baby blue skies, and I think Mother Nature is just showing her appreciation and celebrating the Royals win with all of the blue that we have been seeing here. It's 75 degrees. Do you remember the chill that we held on to yesterday? It is long gone, and we're talking about climbing near 90 degrees today in Kansas City. So as we take a look around the map, we're already at 75 in Ottawa, 76 in Lawrence, and 78 out towards Sedalia. Temperatures easily touching 90 if you're on the Kansas side and you're south of I-70 today. It's going to be harder to get the airport to click over to 90 degrees. It's just one of those sensors that's north of the city core that doesn't pick up really a lot of urban heat island, and downtown will definitely be 90. 58, we're mild into that overnight hour, and Friday we cool down with a wind shift. We're going to talk about when those 90s could return straight ahead.
Good morning.
Kelsey, the ultimate Red Raider, is he not? All right, that's a look at sports.
We're taking a look at how a group is building on empty lots like these to build more affordable housing.
The NCAA awarded Kansas City 8 championships across 3 years on Wednesday. We'll tell you what sports fans have to look forward to coming up next.
The Royals postseason run is driving up demand for vintage gear. Coming up, we'll take a look at the hidden gems you could score at thrift shops while giving back. Welcome back to KSHB 41 News Midday. I'm Daniela Leon. Still ahead on this half hour, our Grant Stevens shares how a new multi-million-dollar grant could help revitalize vacant land in KC. Plus, more college sports championships are coming to Kansas City. Our Todd Palmer breaks down which events and when. We'll have that and more coming up, but first, let's take a look at the top local stories we're following today. The Kansas City City Council will review a plan today to make changes to Southwest Boulevard. The city wants to reduce the number of lanes, add parking, and make safer crosswalks. Council members will review phase 1 of the plan this afternoon. The proposal aims to spend $5 million from Broadway Boulevard to 25th Street. The city also just installed these new rumble strips at the intersection of Southwest and Broadway. It's to prevent sideshows and street racing. Those rumble strips can cause damage to speeding cars. The Kansas City Royals are officially moving on in the postseason. They swept the Orioles on the road in 2 games in the wildcard round of the playoffs. And now they're headed to NYC to take on the Yankees in the American League Division Series. They'll play 2 games in New York at Yankee Stadium and then come home to play at the K.
When we talk about the affordable housing shortage we're in, you might wonder about using abandoned homes or vacant lots to help solve that shortage. But using those properties isn't that simple. You got to tear out all the old stuff before you build new, and that's expensive. But there are a couple organizations in Kansas City who are making it happen. Before we get to that, I want to give you a sense of scale when we talk about vacant land. This is a map of KC's land bank. For the most part, if a property ends up here, it means it's been abandoned. So we're talking hundreds, thousands. You can see all of these little points represent a number. That's how many are in that area. 201, 207, 71 over here. And this is just in a small chunk, sort of in the northeast area. So we're taking a look at this because thanks to a $4 million grant awarded this week, new homes are being built on old lots like these.
That's it for Midday. Switch over to 38th The Spot at noon for another half hour of local news.